everybody, this is Kelly, the Hammy Mama. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my breastfeeding journey, breastfeeding issues. I have a condition called breast hypoplasia, or some people say hypoplastic breast. And basically what it means, it's a congenital condition where in puberty, as you're developing, your breasts basically stop developing at an early, well, some people it's early on, some people it's later. And that's what happened with me. I didn't know this until I tried to breastfeed. I kind of always knew that I looked different from other people because your breasts take on a different look. Like they're tubular, they just look different, they're spaced further apart. And so I kind of, in the back of my mind, I always feared that I may have trouble, but I really was very anxious to, I really feel it's important to give your child breast milk if you can. And I was gung-ho to do it. I was like, oh yeah, I was going to store breast milk. I was going, had all these plans. And unfortunately, I couldn't. So basically how I knew what happened was after I gave birth to my son, it was a C-section, and I've posted my story on there. But he was in the NICU, and they gave me a pump in my room to try to pump, and it just wasn't working. I was maybe getting a little 1-2 drops of colostrum, and that was it. It really wasn't enough, so they had to give him formula. And so I kept trying to pump. I would go to the NICU, and they put him on the breast, and he was doing okay as far as latching and all of that. It's just he just wasn't getting anything. And they said, oh, don't worry about it. You may just need more time because of what you went through. You just may need a little bit more time. So I was like, okay, fine. So when we went home, I immediately got a lactation consultant to come to the house. And she gave me some pointers, and she looked at me and said, yeah, you may have problems, you may not. It's hard to tell just from looking at a person, I guess, sometimes. So she gave me some hints and told me I was taking like fenugreek seed and different herbs to try to stimulate milk production. And I don't really know if they were working. I seemed to get, maybe every few days I would get maybe an ounce. I mean, I would just like pump and get a little bit, put it in the fridge, and keep adding to it. And when I get like an ounce, I'd feed it to my son. It was really sad, but I just really wanted to give him anything that I had. So I eventually, it was like maybe only a month into it, I found out about domperidone, which is a medication. It's prescribed for stomach issues like reflux and like gastric paresis, things like that. But one of the side effects is milk production, and so I was like, oh, okay, I want to try this. They don't prescribe it. Well, they do prescribe it in the U.S., but you have to go to a specific doctor who prescribes it. It's a compounded drug, so you have to go to a special pharmacy. It's very expensive. So I found it on a reputable Canadian website, pharmacy, and I ordered it and took it the way it's prescribed generally to people. I weaned up and all of that stuff, and it seemed to help. I was getting maybe an ounce a day, which was a lot more than I was getting. And I could feel, I maybe had 1 or 2 milk ducts on this. I had 1 or 2 on this side and 1 or 2 on this side. I could feel them because they would get engorged, and they were just like little stones in my breasts. But that was it. That's all I have in there. So I was kind of maxing them out. maybe 2 months later, this is now 3 months into my son's life and breastfeeding, I started getting heart palpitations, like severe, stop me in my tracks, losing my breath palpitations. I immediately went online and I saw that you know, moms who were taking the domperidone, this was happening to them. And I didn't see these comments before I took it because I wasn't looking for that specific side effect. I was only seeing good things about it. So, like one night it just got so bad, my husband and I went to the movies, it got so bad I thought I was going to die. I really thought my heart was going to stop. So we went to the emergency room and they hooked me to the monitors for several hours, and the doctor came in and said, oh yeah, I see one right there, you just had one. Oh yeah, there goes another one. And they're basically PVCs, which are preventricular contractions, and he said, you know, a lot of people get these, some people don't even know they have them. It's really no big deal, but it's probably was triggered by the medication to stop it, because it could lead to something, it really could. So that was enough. I stopped right there. No more. That's it. So my son gets formula. And I looked into milk donation, but it's not regulated. They do have milk banks, but the milk banks only give to like NICU babies and preemies and things like that. My son is far from a preemie. He was 9 pounds when he was born, so he's a little piggy. So, and they do have message boards you can go on. You can find women who are willing to sell their breast milk. But I'm a little weary of that because I just don't know. You don't know. They could say all day long that they're healthy and they eat healthy and they don't take medication or they don't smoke, they don't drink. But you don't know. You just don't. And this is a crazy world. It really is. And I'm just not willing to chance it. I'm not. So anyway, my son is almost 6 months old. And we're going to start him on salads, fruits and veggies and things like that. So that's it. I think I got everything. I don't have notes. Just kind of going off the top of my head here. If anybody has any questions, please ask me. And if you're having trouble breastfeeding, maybe this is an issue for you. It's really sad. I mean, I really missed out on that part of motherhood that I really wanted. You know, I wanted, because the short, brief time that I did breastfeed, it was such a bonding experience for us, and I just wish I could have continued. You know, it kind of makes, you know, first I had the C-section, I wanted a natural birth, everything just kind of went wrong, and you know, part of me is like, oh, you're a failure, how, you know, you can't even give your son his basic food needs, and, you know, so, but I'm getting over that. You know, he's healthy, I'm healthy, we're blessed, and that's all we can ask for. So, thank you guys for listening and watching. Until I post another video. Bye-bye.